the biggest hurdles in parenting is the why that parents tell themselves. If we as parents think our children are being manipulative, we react with anger. But if we realize that they are struggling with a skill they haven't learned yet, we react with teaching. When your 2-year-old screams because they can't have a cookie, they aren't being bad. They are literally incapable of using logic to calm themselves down because those pathways haven't been built yet. If you've ever felt like your toddler is a tiny, unpredictable scientist who also happens to be a high-intensity negotiator, you're not alone. 1 minute they're giving you the sweetest hug, and the next minute they're having a meltdown because you peeled their banana the wrong way. And if you're tired of the terrible twos narrative, and you're looking for a way to parent that doesn't involve constant struggle, you're in the right place. Welcome to Little Actions. I'm Dr. Odi, and this is your safe space for honest conversations about child health, mental well-being, and specific support for Black and ethnic minority families. We believe in the power of small steps to create big change. Join our community by subscribing and sharing your journey in the comments below. Today, we're diving into the why behind the toddler behavior. We're going to look at what's actually happening inside their developing brains and how we can stack little actions every day to build a stronger connection with your toddler. Stick around because understanding this will change the way you see your child's behavior forever. Now let's look at the toddler brain. To understand the toddler, we have to understand their hardware, which is their brain. Imagine the human brain as a house. In adults, the upstairs brain, as it's commonly called, which is the prefrontal cortex, is fully furnished. That is where the logic, the impulse control, and the emotional regulation live. But in a toddler, the upstairs brain is still under heavy construction. They are living almost entirely in the downstairs brain, which is the limbic system. This area of the brain is responsible for big emotions and the fight or flight response. When your 2-year-old screams because they can't have a cookie, they aren't being bad. They are literally incapable of using logic to calm themselves down because those pathways haven't been built yet. Now let's look at the big threes, why they do what they do. There are 3 main drivers for almost all toddler behavior. These drivers are 1, autonomy, 2, sensory input, and 3, communication. Let's look at autonomy, the need for control. Toddlers are discovering they are separate people from you. So every no is them practicing their independence. It's not a rejection of you. It's an assertion of themselves. Next, sensory overload. The world around them may be loud, bright, and fast. Sometimes a tantrum is just their brain saying, I can't process any more information right now. Now, the communication gap. Their brain understands way more than their mouths can speak. Imagine how frustrated you would be if you had a brilliant idea and you could only express it in 2 words. That's the way toddlers feel sometimes. Thank you for watching up till now. Subscribing to Little Actions is one of the easiest ways to stay committed to your family's health journeys. So click that button, subscribe, follow, like, engage with the community, and let's build ourselves together. Let's get back into the video. We'll be looking at practical strategies. How do we handle the toddler behavior? We need to understand that it's not about one big fix. It's about stacking those little actions, consistent small responses that add up over time. Action 1, the choice hack. Instead of saying to them, put your shoes on, ask them, do you want the blue shoes or the red shoes? You're giving them the autonomy they crave within the boundaries that you've set. Action 2, name the emotion. Instead of saying, stop crying, try saying, you're really frustrated that block tower fell over. This helps build those upstairs brain connections and supports emotional regulation. Action 3, co-regulation. When they lose it, you have to stay calm. Your calm is contagious. You are acting as their external prefrontal cortex until they can grow their own. Now let's talk about the myth of the bad child. One of the biggest hurdles in parenting is the why that parents tell themselves. If we as parents think our children are being manipulative, we react with anger. But if we realize that they are struggling with a skill they haven't learned yet, we react with teaching. You see the difference? Reframing behavior as communication rather than disruption is a game changer. It takes the weight off your shoulders. You don't have to win the argument. You just have to guide the learner and teach them. Toddlerhood is a short, intense season. By understanding the why, you can move from just surviving the day to actually enjoying discovery. If this helped you see your toddler in a new light, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into child development. Comment below, what's the funniest or weirdest thing your toddler has had a meltdown over lately? Let's get the conversation going. Let's support each other in the comment section. Remember, just keep stacking those little actions and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.